out of itself goes back into the orange portal again and comes out of the blue portal farther down. It's the portal coming out of itself, coming out of itself. It's all a bit confusing to keep track of, but it's maybe slightly easier if we add numbers along the blue portal sequence.
X is the OR gate function of A and B. So first of all, you should never be afraid of writing down the truth tables if you're not sure about them, and you should be able to
be too big. In theory, that is the best estimator, in some sense of the word best. Now we play the same game, except this time we have two.
Int x equals 4, which gets allocated to that memory on the stack, and now that number lives there. So what happens now if at another location I put the number hex 1000
or a 1 and inverts it so that the output is the opposite of whatever the input is. If the input is a 1, then the NOT gate outputs a 0. If the input
and consistent world of perfect ratios promptly drowned Hippasus for daring to suggest such heresy. The legend we're focusing on today, though, tells the story of how Pythagoras invented a system of musical tuning. And in the
Malthus. Malthus proposed that while the world's population may increase exponentially, food production can only increase linearly, leading to an eventual subsistence-level existence for the human race.
Stratum that lies around, for he's quite in his element underground. Oh, and he apparently ate puppies also.
Voyager 1 soon overtook Voyager 2. This is not surprising, as both the path and the speed of Voyager 1 was quite different compared to the Voyager 2.
I am cutting them into a bowl of cornstarch and water. The cornstarch does not contain potassium, so it will not change the amount of potassium in the bananas, but it will make it
might be the closest thing I could find to an actual snake with legs. And this is a fish abandoned by God. Sea robins have a bunch of terrible spider-looking legs, but honestly, this...
America from Asia about 15,000 years ago. This is the one that we always hear about in our history books, and I'm sure many of you were probably taught in school. For a very long time, this was the dominant theory for how humans...
It's something called a white dwarf. So that's the ultimate fate of the sun. It's a star that's burnt out all its fuel and is just sitting there in space, gradually fading away. But it's a white dwarf.
In the fossil record, that definitely helps us reconstruct certain dinosaur species with more accuracy.
Once removed, the fossil will likely be displayed skin and all to help future generations understand space probes.
And switch in both directions, and then approaching the resistor or the light bulb that was the load. And one of those loops really didn't matter, so I've removed it. The other really big change, I guess really small change, I don't know.
Okay, the jig is up. These are fake glasses. There's no prescription lenses in them. I can't see a thing. I'm putting on my real glasses, okay? Today is... Shoot, this Casio watch doesn't tell me the correct time.
Son miembros de tamaño micro de la familia de los crustáceos, lo que convierte a la pulga fantasma en un pariente distante, de aproximadamente 1 centímetro de largo, de las mucho menos espeluznantes langostas y camarones.
You might even see ice crystals which have formed. The Lava River Cave is located in north-central Arizona, where it is 14 miles or 23 kilometers northeast of the city of Flagstaff. This lava
species of plants that are the most suited to that particular environment that they are growing in. How could you see stuff like this and not have anything to say about it? I don't understand. Look at it. There's a seedling right there.
All the characteristics of interacting with lava at some point, lava and water interacting. You can see it's a little more of the palagonite altered color down here.
Next step is to soften the pine needles, and for this you will need some